Welcome to our course on sellers. My name is David Brooke and I've been running real estate team for over 10 years and I've learned a whole lot about what not to do in the business and a few things about what really works. Now in this course, what you're going to walk through is our 14 steps in order to sell. You're also going to see our seller guide that you can look at for yourself. And on top of that, you're going to also see the best practices that I use in my listing presentation in order to win thousands and thousands of listings over the course of these years and work with teams in multiple states in order to close a lot of deals with sellers. Now, if you want to control the market, you have to control the listings. Control the listings, control the market. If you want your time back, you're going to want to work with sellers. If you want to generate more buyer leads, you got to get the listings that the buyers want. Everything comes back to getting more listings. Now, securing more listings doesn't happen by accident, it happens by a proven process. I've gone through the best ways to do it, and I've also gone through the worst ways. I'd love to help you in this course avoid the worst ways of trying to win listings and wasting all your time going out to a property only for them to select another discount broker or someone else who just happened to provide value. I'll help you navigate the process of brands and which brands people should choose from. And I'll show you the ways that I provide so much value, it feels like the customer is choking on the amount that you're providing them in this course. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on the end of the course. Here's how to pre-qualify a listing appointment. Before you go out to a listing appointment, you're gonna wanna ask these 7 questions in order to make sure that the appointment is worth the trip, worth the time, and your expertise. Many times you can set yourself up for failure by not asking these questions, and instead you'll take the time, energy, your resources, and potentially time away from your family in order to go out to a property that is not going to be sold anyway, at least not in the near future. Here are the top 7 questions that I ask before going out to a listing appointment. Number 1, who are all the decision makers? Number 2, will all those decision makers be present? Number 3, do they know how much they owe on the property? Number 4, do they know where they would like to move? Number 5, do they know when they would like to move? Number 6, are there any distressing factors to the sale? What I mean by this is, do they owe more than the property is worth? Is there a death in the family creating a title issue to the property? Are there liens on the home which need to be released and may be challenging to do so? Lastly, is the property occupied or vacant? By understanding these 7 questions, you can realize a number of factors about the actual listing. Here's what I mean. If you don't know who the decision makers are, then that's going to be very challenging if you go out to the property and, for instance, there's a couple who is selling the home. Let's say it's a husband and a wife, and we only talk to the wife. If we do so, we might end up going out to the property, meeting with her, and then she has to explain all of what you just explained to her over to the husband. And just how normal human nature works, many times that game of telephone gets played and not all the information gets relayed from one party to the other as clearly. Also, the husband may have different objectives than the wife has. He may be concerned about the marketing package that you're presenting, while she may be concerned about the value of the home. When they both come together and talk, he might ask her, well, tell me about the marketing package, and she might say, I don't know, he's gonna put the property on the MLS. It's also possible that understanding if everyone's going to be at the listing appointment is very important. People generally have a hard time moving from one place if they don't know where they're gonna go. Said another way, imagine leaving your nest and not having another nest to go to. It's very challenging. If people cannot imagine the future and where they'll be, it's very challenging to leave the present. Our job is to create an understanding of not only selling a home, but also finding that next property for them. Even if the property is located out of state, connecting them with a local resource in that area is very important. So that way they have professionals both where you're located and where they're going, so that they're both guiding the situation. Having a great understanding of when someone would like to move is also highly important. Many people will say, I'm just considering a move, and that might be a good reason to stop out and actually get some FaceTime with someone, but it may not be an actual true listing appointment. Many people conjecture about this, but they don't actually have the financing or needs in order to make that move elsewhere. Owner-occupied homes and vacant properties actually sell a little differently. Although they result in the same type of closing, the type of care that's necessary for the proper, excellent experience is actually different. You might need to stop by the property a little bit more, or the property might be tenant occupied, and so accessing the home or conducting a listing appointment at the property might actually be a challenge. Having an owner living there might present its own challenges, such as they may be very particular to the way that they live, or having animals at the property, or some other situation that creates a challenge towards a sale. Owner-occupied homes and vacant homes, although they sell at a closing similarly, actually feel and have a different sort of sense to them during that sale process. For example, an owner-occupied home may be decorated a specific way, or the owners may have restrictions upon showings. A vacant home, while available for showings most often, might have security concerns where you might need to actually check in on the property from time to time. Someone might leave a window or a door open after a showing, creating an issue. Or for instance, if you have a tenant-occupied home, you might not be able to get in there with the owner in order to conduct a listing appointment as you would for other properties, and there might be actual showing restrictions given the fact that someone else is currently occupying the property that does not own it. Hey, if that was a helpful video, keep watching for more content that I produce every single week about how to accelerate your career as a real estate agent or how to grow a profitable real estate team.